Welcome to Page Turners, bookworms like myself, Justin here, and of course, you know how we do here at Page Turners. We're here to discuss and talk about books. And today, my friends, we have a book that I picked up from the Japanese store in 42nd Street. And today, we're going to be talking about There's No Such Thing as an Easy Job from Kiyoko Tersuma or Sumura. There we go. Kiyoko Tsumura. There we go. I think I pronounced it right. And as always, I give you a brief synopsis. I'll talk about the characters, the story, what my likes and dislikes were, and of course, my final rating, whether it's read it now, wait for a sale, or skip it entirely. So here we go. A young woman walks into an employment agency and requests a job that has the following traits. It's close to her home. It requires very little thinking, and ideally, it involves sitting in a chair. The recruiter has just the thing. As one mysteriously specialized, surreal, even supernatural gig gives way to another, writing trivia for an absurdly competitive cracker company, punching tickets for a haunted park, it becomes increasingly clear that our heroine is not searching for the easiest job at all, but something altogether more meaningful. And when she finally discovers a true alternative to the daily grind, it comes with a price. And this story I thought worked very well. And one of the reasons why I feel that way is that this particular story, it it really captures work burnout. And if for someone who is going through work burnout, I think they can appreciate what this book was trying to convey to us as an audience. And we start off with this unnamed female protagonist, and she is not named um throughout the entire book. And I thought that was a unique choice not to give her a name because I felt while I was reading it, I can be this character. I can feel for it. And I think the Sumara did a great job of just not really giving the identity. And just similar to what the synopsis said, you're following this unnamed woman, and she's in her mid-30s. And after a nervous breakdown, and that was a brilliant scene, a nervous breakdown and a total burnout, she quits her job and approaches this recruitment agency with a simple list of requests that I told you. She wants a job that is very simplistic, something easygoing, and no emotional investments, no mental load, no physical strain, just something easy. Wouldn't we all like a job like that where we don't have to worry about things, where we could just sit at a desk, punch in numbers or whatever, no stress, and just chill. But let's be honest, folks. Usually it's not the job that's hard, it's the people that make the job hard. And the recruiter in this particular book, she feels more like a work therapist to say the least. So she assigns her a series of jobs, which I will. This is the only thing I will. This is spoiler free, but I'll tell you the jobs that she was assigned to. A surveillance, watching a novelist for suspicious activity on hidden cameras. That was a really good chapter. A bus advertisement, writing ad copy while covering a mysterious corporate agenda. Then she has Simbe rappers when she was the one crafting trivia for a cracker company, and the flyer poster where she becomes entangled in the strange cult like network, and then the forest hunt work, managing entry tickets for urban legends in the woods or the haunted park. So each job begins with the promise of simplicity. And the great thing about this is as she continues to work, things don't are not as easy as it seems. Thus the title of our book. And to talk about the story, what I really did like about it is it really is a social commentary on burnout, work environments. And I think a lot of people will be able to relate to this book once they pick it up to read it. In terms of the characters is remarkably introspective, and Sumora doesn't burden the character with backstory or melodramatic scenes. Instead, we piece together her emotional state through internal monologue and small details, which I thought worked very well. her desires to disappear into simplicity is relatable and also heartbreaking. And each supporting character that we get in the book offers from supervisors to co-workers, adds layer of charm and discomfort because some of these characters were a little offbeat. And I thought it does a good job. Especially, I would say the highlight of the supporting cast will be the recruiter who acts like a job therapist. She's guiding our protagonist from role to role without any judgment. Now, in terms of the writing style here, I thought the writing style was really good as well. She has a lot of deadpan delivery and is delivered in a slow, kind of observational rhythm, if that makes sense to you. For those who read a lot of Japanese books or consume a lot of Japanese media, you're kind of used to the style of storytelling. You're kind of used to the style of the deadpan delivery, and I thought it worked very very well here when it comes to the protagonist. It is mundane, but also at the same time fascinating. And I also have to give a shout out to the translator, Polly Burton, because the translation is wonderfully done. It really captures the tone, the emotional humor of the original Japanese, and it just works very, very well. As far as themes go, work, burnout, and the need to matter is the main focus of this. Beneath its gentle episodic structure, like I said, you read the book and it feels like a series of short stories. Excuse me, there was a fly there. It was a series of short stories. And the protagonist wants to disappear, but finds herself drawn back into the world where each time she begins to care. And the novel doesn't offer any kind of grand solutions or grand problems or things of that nature, but it leaves things such as small acts that people can relate to and go, you know what? I can relate to this character. Now, some of my likes and dislikes of the novel, I will have to say, really love the character. I would say it's a unique take on burnout, especially in modern labor standards of being fresh and honest. The character doesn't want to glamorize. Excuse me, Samara doesn't want to glamorize burnout or offer any quick fixes, but she's highlighting the way burnout works. I love the episodic type of structure here. It feels like you're reading short stories or watching an episode or a series. I can easily see this being a mini series. I would say some of the dislikes is it can be just a little bit slow, just a little bit slow, and it's not a deal breaker. Um, there is also a limited personal backstory on our protagonist. There's things that's hinted here, but she's not really fleshed out as much. So with that being said, I'm gonna give um I'm gonna give this book things are not there's no such thing as an easy job. I'm gonna give this a read it slash buy it. I thought it was really well written. I like the characters. Pacing can be a hit or miss, but it's still a good book. I will definitely check this out. Highly recommend it. This is Justin from Page Turners. Thank you for watching us here at imaginativevisions.com. If you like what we do here, hopefully you earned your subscription if you're watching this on YouTube. So please hit the like button, subscribe button, and notification bell. And with that, my friends, I'm going to say later days. I will catch you on the next book review next week where we head in to a book that I finally read, Jurassic Park. Peace.